it's BT with the BT Catalunya GP review, and let's get right to it. Moto 3. Moto 3, great race as always. And like I said, does anybody want to win this championship? Seriously. But this time it wasn't Albert Arenas' fault. It's racing. It's Moto 3. Like I said, man, what I say about Moto 3, it is the literal street fight. It's like walking into a pool hall. You get a pool cue bent over your head, like, who did this? And all of a sudden, lights go out, and you go, I don't care. You just start swinging. So, Albert Arenas, I feel so bad. John McPhee's not a dirty rider, man. It's a racing incident. I love when they say it's a racing incident, and they're gonna look at it after the race. That's the equivalent of you just wait till your father gets home, mister. You're like, yeah, whatever, mama. Anyway, I feel so. I love that Arenas was just pissy at McPhee. McPhee tried to talk to him. He's like, man, I ain't hearing what you got to say right now, man. I ain't hear what you got to say right now. When he was in that garage, and he was apologizing. He goes, yeah, okay, bro. And then I think Zieglerfeld was from Petronas was standing next to Arenas. Arenas like, man, you need to get the fuck out of my face, man. And he was like, yeah, you need to get out of my face. I've been there before. He's like, man, you need to get out of my face. I loved it, but at the same time, I hated it. I feel for Arenas. He's going for the championship, man. And this, I mean, his time. His time is now. So I felt for him. That was kind of scary, wasn't it? Anyway, rider of the race, Moto 3. You got to give it to Dive Bomb Bender. He's win it or Bennett Bender, and he did the damn thing. I think he's at what 20 points in a whole year. Because if he doesn't win, he bends it. I mean, and when he crashes, he flips people off. Every time he crashed and he was sliding, and he went to the rider that crashed him, and that mane of hair. Oh my God, when he went like this, I mean, I like women, but I was like, oh my God, damn. I mean, seriously, that guy, if he learns to win, he's gonna be the Daniel Ricciardo of MotoGP. And the fact that when he does win, I mean, he's a gold mine, got a great smile. Everybody loves the Benders. They should have a reality series called Everybody Loves the Benders, because everybody does love the Benders. They're the nicest guys in the world, and when that lid goes down, they're the down under version. Well, they're from South Africa. They're the South African version of Marc Marquez, because they are all business, baby. Like I said, if you flip somebody off or you're sliding after a crash, you're my kind of rider. Anyway, Darren Bender, oh my God, love the guy. A winner to Bennett Bender, Dive Bomb Bender, whatever, man. You deserve that win. Heartbreak goes to Albert Arenas. You'll be back, bro. You'll be back. And the bad boy goes to Jeremy Alcoba. Oh my God. Jeremy Alcoba. He's almost making Romano Fenati look like a Boy Scout. Like, even Fenati's like, hey man, you're kind of dirty. I mean, he had 2 long lap penalties. 2, not 1, but 2. You know how much of a dick you got to be to get 2 long lap penalties? Anyway, let's go to Moto 2. Moto 2, that's the only championship where the leader acts like he really wants to win. Luca Marini is so smooth. He's like his brother when he races. He's just smooth with it, man. He's the kind of guy to come in. You could be with your girlfriend on a romantic date. He'll come in with his motorcycle. He'll be like, can I take your lovely, beautiful girlfriend for a ride? And you go, okay. And they wheelie off, and he goes, ciao, ciao, my black brother. And he wheelies, and you go, you know what? I don't even feel so bad. And he brings her back, and her hair is disheveled. You know what that means, right? And you don't even get mad. He goes, ciao, bella. And he drives off. He goes, wow, that was amazing. Anyway, Luca Marini, the way he rode that race with Sam Lowe's, it was just smooth. Lowe's like a wrecking ball too, wasn't he? The way he did Fabio Di Giannantonio, and props to Fabio Di Giannantonio for finally getting the podium. I love that kid. Anyway, Sam Lowe's came, Lowe's passed him, and Luca Marini just took his time and got him back. He's so beautiful with it. And he's got like a 30-point lead over Nia Bastianini. Bastianini, you can't do that. That's how you lose championships. You got to get points where you can get points. And he should have got a podium, but hey, props to Luca Marini. He's the rider of the race. And the heartbreak goes to Augusto Fernandez. I love Augusto Fernandez. He was going to go for a podium maybe, and he crashed out. It's just not his year. Of those two, between he and his teammate, you'd think it'd be Lowe's that was crashing, but no, it's a Fernandez, and I feel so bad for him. He is the heartbreak. I wish him well. I think he'll do better in the year, hopefully, but definitely next year. Anyway, let's get the GP. When I was a kid, I'm gonna tell you this story right now. When I was a kid, I hated that I hate smoke. I hate smoking, being around smoke, and I hate ashtrays. That's the one thing that drives me nuts. I hate ashtrays. If Mike Tyson was smoking in front of me, I'm like, hey man, you wanna put that out? Yeah, that's how much I feel about it, ashtrays. And so when I was a kid, sometimes my parents, when they used to smoke, they would smoke in the bathroom, and they put the ashtray, they dump it in the trash can, and I was so disgusted that I dumped the trash can in the toilet, and I flushed it, and there was a jar lid. They got stuck, and we had to call a plumber, and that was a lot of money. And luckily, my parents blamed it on my brother. My brother was at that gaga goo stage, like he couldn't take up for himself. They go, did you do that? My brother was like, gaga goo goo gaga. And they were like, yeah, you did. He's like, gaga goo goo. And I was like, I don't want to get a whoop. My mom was going to whoop my ass, and I couldn't take an ass whooping, so I blamed it on my brother. And like I said, he was gaga goo, so he couldn't speak up for himself. I tell you that story to tell you this story. When you look at the tape, you think Zarko caused that wreck with Dovey when it was really kind of Petrucci. Petrucci came in like a wrecking ball. And what happened was, it was like in Silverstone. Remember in Silverstone on the first turn, Renz got loose. Fabio freaked out and he grabbed too much front brake. He crashed, hit Dovey. Same thing happened. I think Petrucci hit Paul Spargo. And then he went, whoa. He like, whoa. And he got loose, almost fell off his bike, and then Zarko went, and he grabbed too much front brake, and he hit Dovey, and I felt so bad. Dovey was cool, and he was like, man, I ain't gonna, basically, I'm gonna tell you what he said in urban talk. He goes, nah, man, that's cool, I ain't even about that, man, that's cool, okay, we'll get him next week. That's basically what he said. But, you know, he was pissy. I mean, that's how you lose a ride with, think about it. That's how Iannone lost his ride with Ducati. You start wrecking Ducati bikes when you're looking for an upgrade from Ducati. That's how you lose a ride with Ducati. I mean, of all the bikes you could have wrecked, you don't wreck a Ducati when you're trying to get a raise from Ducati because you race for Ducati and you wrecked a rider who raced for Ducati. You don't do that. You don't wreck Big Red, Ducati. You don't wreck a Ducati if you're racing for Ducati. And that's what he did. I feel so bad for Zarko because he always want to blame like, you did it. And he really didn't. But I will say this, he's always around the trouble. I will give Zarko, he's always around the trouble. He's that kid who doesn't really cause trouble, but he's always around. And he was like, and Tight Shoe Zarko was like, I don't know. I mean, I think Petrucci went and I just got on my feet. Anyway, I feel so bad for Zarko because I think he had a good place in the top 15, definitely. I feel bad for Spargo and Rossi. Those guys, heartbreak. They don't get the heartbreak, but I feel so bad for them. Heartbreak in GP has to go to. I had the heartbreak. I had the heartbreak in GP. The heartbreak in GP goes to Dovey. Dovey had the race. I mean, I think he had the pace. And what happened was horrible. So Dovey's my heartbreak. It could have been Rossi, it could have been Spargo, but I give it to Dovey. But he's still only like about 20 points down. Does anybody want to win this championship? I know it sounds like I'm beating a dead horse, but really, does anybody want to win it? Because he's only 20 points down. The most frustrating, I'm making this up on the spot. The most frustrating award is Vinales. Yeah, that's how frustrating Maverick makes me. You know me, I love Maverick. I'm a Maverick apologist, and okay, I'm back. Even he said, I waited specifically for him to watch his press conference, see what he said, and he goes, I mean, it's the Yamaha. I don't know. It's just, I mean, I had no explanation. I mean, it wasn't go. I mean, I was like, that's all you got, bro? That's all you got? I mean, he got sucked up in the first corner, and he just kept going back. He was, I don't know how a motorcycle can moonwalk, but he did the moonwalk. He was like, it was like Billie Jean. Doom, 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 doom. He went back. Everybody was going forward. He's going backward. It was like, the podium is not my love. It's just a place I wish I could be upon. But park for me is not my friend. I can't explain Maverick. I really can't. And he can't, but I will say the Yamahas in traffic are not very good, but that's why Rossi and Fabio got out like they did. And Frankie, I mean, he said he didn't qualify. He's still in the second row. Maverick's still in the second row, and it's like, I got nothing for him. I got nothing. But let me tell you something. Rider of the race goes to Alex Rins. The Suzuki bikes, I'm going to call those Suzuki bikes the ketchup bikes. Like some people say ketchup, I say ketchup, tomato, whatever. I call them the ketchup bikes because you know why? Ketchup goes good on everything. I'm from the South or Oklahoma, same thing, right? I put ketchup on French fries, steak, eggs, salad. I put ketchup on everything, okay? I'm a country boy, all right? Everything, ramen noodles, you name it. If I was hungry, I just ate ketchup sandwiches. Yes, I did that. I know it's nasty. You don't live my life. You don't know me. But that's what the Suzuki is. Suzuki is, hey, what track is it? We'll do well there. And what track is it? We'll do well. Soft fronts? Yeah, we'll do okay. Hard front? We'll do okay. Medium? Yeah, we'll do okay. Rain race? Yeah, we'll do okay. They go well with it. You know, everybody has Suzuki envy. I mean, it's like, you know, you have your girlfriend. Remember that song? Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Everybody's supposed to be happy with their bikes, but everybody always go, the Suzuki. Oh, the Suzuki. It's like being with your girlfriend, and then a hot chick goes by, and you go, I wish she was Oh, I know. I love you, M1. I love you, M1. God, I wish that Suzuki was mine. And that's what that Suzuki is. Everybody loves that bike. And Mir, when they learn how to qualify, when Suzuki learns how to qualify, oh my God, they're going to be in trouble. The rest of the field's going to be in trouble. Less than 10 points separates Fabio and Renz. And let me tell you something, man. I love for it to come down to those two at the very last race of the season. That will be, oh, it'd be epic. And to put it in perspective, to have the drop, everybody waiting for the drop. Like I said, it's like an EDM song. Everybody's waiting for the drop because they all race soft front, soft rear, and everybody waiting for the drop. And it was like, and Fabio, when Fabio his tires dropped like my credit score after being credit checked. That's how bad his tires dropped. Maybe not that much, but still, he went from a 2.8, I think at one time, to less than a second. He went from 2.4 to less than a second in a lap. Unbelievable. Renz was on his ass. Let me tell you something, folks. That is unbelievable. But I was happy for Fabio. Congratulations to Fabio for what he's doing. I love that Marc Marquez showed up at the circuit, and we appreciate Marc Marquez now more than ever. I'm going to ask you the other question. Are you enjoying GP now because it's a close championship race? Or do you miss Marquez and wish Marquez was there? Because Marquez is there, especially now. If Marquez comes in now, it'd really be interesting. But do you enjoy GP more now that Marquez is out and it's anybody's game, or would you rather Marquez be in it? That's a good question for you guys. So anyway, because Marquez is there, and it's kind of cool to watch the champ come in, because I know it's got to be eating him up from the inside, knowing that there's only 80 points at this point in the season. It's only 80. I know it's an abbreviated season, but still, and you guys can't do no better than that. I mean, anyway, it's like I say, right of the race, Alex Renz, heartbreak goes to Dobie. What have I got? I told you about Petrucci being the wrecking ball and Zarco wanting to raise, and you can't get a raise when you go in and knock out the Ducati bikes when you're racing the Ducati and you want to raise from Ducati. That's just stupid. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I thank you guys for watching. I really do. Rossi signed with Petronas this week, and I just feel he can't take Alex and he can't take Brent. And Rossi is a loyalist, which I love about him. I just feel like he's going, like he's really forcing himself for this last year, next year. And I think if it wasn't for COVID, I think Rossi would call it quits. If it was a regular, I think he would, because it's just that crash, I think, really demoralized. I think what demoralized him more was when Mir caught him. I think when Mir caught him, I think that hurt more than he leads on. Almost like when Renz caught him at Circuit of the Americas. You know, normally Rossi would win that, but he lost that. But like I said, with Suzuki, and that ketchup is so good. Anyway, props to Rossi and Morbidelli for next year, but I just feel like Rossi's is really just kind of, he's trying to force himself to get up and do this one last year, but I just don't feel it's there for him. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Now, I know this is anticlimactic to the review, but like I said, they were all on soft fronts. Pretty much everybody soft rears. Pretty much the same thing. It was just a tricky track, a cold track. First time you had a cold track, and they go on that left side, and it was just mayhem. So anyway, leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Thanks for saying do this with the phone. I kind of like the phone better too also. Anyway, so this is going way too long. Thanks for watching. Until then, BT saying like I always do. Bye.